What's up, guys? Super Gimp here, or as I like to be called by my real name, which is Dean. And before we even start this commentary and this gameplay, and I'm sure you're all eagerly wondering, what is this game, Dean? This is not Call of Duty. But yeah, so before I started this, I wanted to first of all apologize because this is not the normal microphone I use. This is the microphone that comes default on my laptop. It's actually the microphone I was using when I first started doing commentaries. And I, for the life of me, cannot find my microphone, the normal one I used. So, yeah, what'd you guys do with it? Where'd you put it? I can't find it. I need it. I miss my microphone. But, yeah, so sorry if it doesn't sound as, I don't know, high quality. Either way, you can still listen to my sexy voice and just enjoy. But, yeah, so what are we playing today? This is something a little bit different. This is Crysis 2, and this game came out, like, I don't know, a little over a week ago, I believe, and I bought it, I pre-ordered it, I played the beta a lot, and yeah, so what I wanted to do something different on my channel other than just Call of Duty, you know, so this is a little kind of series I'm going to be doing. It's going to be called Buy, Rent, or Pass, and essentially what that is I'm going to be picking up games and telling you, you know, should you buy it, should you rent it, or should you pass on it, and yeah. So that's what I wanted to do. I made a pros and cons list about the game, and the list isn't very extensive. I don't know, I kind of just made it up off the top of my head. So I'll tell you the ones that are on my list, and then, I don't know, whatever comes in my mind from there, I guess. So yeah. But before I start, I guess, I might as well tell you what is this game. This game is a first-person shooter, as you can tell. And it's kind of a new, it's a different style of first-person shooter, in my mind at least. It's kind of very reminiscent of a Halo in that it has the armor abilities and whatnot. When you press left bumper, you get like an armor and your guy's really, really strong, and it's harder for bullets to penetrate. It's almost like a juggernaut from a Call of Duty, I guess you could say, kind of. And then if you press right, it has a cloak, which makes you completely invisible. Well, you're not necessarily completely invisible. Your body is still like kind of outlined, but you're really, really hard to spot. So yeah, that's something different. And by the way, I'm playing not Team Insta Action. I'm playing Insta Action, which is actually the free-for-all variant of this particular game. So yeah, that's what it is. It's kind of a Halo-esque type of thing, but it's not the same as Halo. It plays more like a Call of Duty in that it's a fast-paced game. And yeah, so, but you shouldn't go in expecting that you're just going to tear it up and, you know, pull Call of Duty type things or do what you do in Halo. It's something new you're going to have to get used to, definitely. I'm definitely going to say that. When I first started playing this game, I was really, I'm not going to lie, I don't mean to sound arrogant, but I was tearing it up. I was winning free-for-alls left and right. And then as it kind of progressed into the next day of the game, because I got it on release, but as I progressed into the next day of the game, I started getting my ass kicked, and my KD's like, it's terrible. It's like 1-2. I know KD doesn't necessarily judge how good of a player you are, but, you know, if I'm only pulling a 1-2, and I think I should be pulling at the minimum a 1-8, and in the 2 range, I think I should be able to get. If I'm pulling a 1-2, that means it's a different game. You have to adjust to it. Yeah. So I guess let's first start with the cons list, I guess, instead of the pros. We'll start out on the what's wrong with this game, and then we'll get to the good stuff. That way I don't just keep nagging on this game. I don't want to, you know, beat up on it. So yeah, very first con, terrible hit detection. Yeah, the hit detection in this game is so bad, it's not even funny. I kind of wish that they would have put dedicated servers on it, but I know it is it's a newer game in that it's not, you know, how should I word this? I don't think it pulled in a lot of money, so I know that dedicated servers probably cost a lot of money, so it's not that easy to, you know, just say, hey, we're going to put dedicated servers on this game. But you know what? I've come to the realization that if Homefront can put dedicated servers on it, then any game should be able to afford them. And what you saw there, by the way, is I actually just saw that guy's shadows and I was just spraying randomly because I had no idea where he was at. But yeah, the hit detection is so bad in this game. It takes a lot of bullets to kill. And if you get host, I know in every game, host is really an advantage and whatnot. But if you get host in this game, it is so unfair that it's not even funny. I mean, I got host in one game and I did circles around these kids. I think I almost pulled a flawless off. And oh yeah, I should mention that the very first day I got this game, I wasn't recording, which it probably should have been because that was the best day. It was really difficult for me to get this gameplay because I'm not good at this game. This is about the 4th or 5th day in this game, and I will, spoiler alert, I don't win this free-for-all game. So yeah, so games are hard to come by, or good games rather, are hard to come by in Crysis 2. And then another con I have is the limited weapon choice. I don't remember the exact amount of guns, but there is not a wide variety of weapons to choose from. And I really see a lot of people using the Scar and a lot of people using, I can't remember the name of it, I think it's the Feline or something like that, the Feline, I don't know, one of the submachine guns. I see a lot of people using that, and that's really all I see. I mean, the perks are actually really cool, they're really balanced, and yeah, this does have perks sort of like Call of Duty. They're not the same as Call of Duty, but they do have like a perk type system, if you will, and kill streaks and whatnot. So it has that element, and the perks are pretty balanced, I'd say, and whatnot, but the weapon choice is really limited, and it makes for kind of boring gameplay because you see the same gun a lot. I mean, yeah, like there's the Feline or the Felon or something like that, whatever it is right there. And then another complaint of mine, I suppose, is... what is my complaint? Can't think of it. Oh yes, right. I think in the free-for-all variant, I think it's 12-man free-for-all, and it's too much, I think, in a Call of Duty. And again, I keep relating games back to Call of Duty, and I apologize, but that is what I know best. Call of Duty is my favorite game, probably. Well, not necessarily my favorite game, but it's the #1 first-person shooter, and it's kind of a landmark, I should say, for every first-person shooter game that comes out. In the future, every game should probably want to be somewhat like them, just because they're good. I mean, that's what it is. So, getting back to that element of first-person, sorry, I'm jumbling words around so much. In a Call of Duty, a free-for-all, I believe, is 6-man or 8-man. Free-for-alls in this are 12, and it's really hectic. So, yeah, there's one complaint. And my final complaint, or con, or whatever you want to call it, is camping in this game it's bad. I'm not going to lie. I like the way Hutch put it. He said that, if you give people the ability to be invisible, they're just going to be assholes. And that's really what happens. I mean, the second you spawn into a game on Crysis 2, flip your invisibility on, because you're going to get spotted right out of the gate, and I don't know, the invisibility's, it's a killer for me. That's one of the reasons I don't like Halo as much. I don't like armor abilities and whatnot, and being Superman and having invisibility or whatever, but whatever. I mean, it is what it is, and I'm not going to complain too much about it because, hey, it's in the game. Alright, so finally, let's begin talking about the pros, because this game isn't all bad. I'm sure, if you couldn't tell by this video, I didn't actually record it right. Only Use Me Blade was saying that you should record this game in 1080i because its native resolution is 1080p. So if you're using the HD PVR, record in 1080i because it's its native resolution, like I just said. So, but anyway, what I'm getting at though is this game is absolutely beautiful. It is easily the best looking game on console. It's so nice looking, and they did a great job with that. And then the other thing is it has really good sound. It sounds great. Like, I had my headset on when I was playing. You could hear footsteps definitely. I mean, the guns just sound realistic, and I know that's not something that's like a real seller, like, oh my god, this game sounds good, I have to buy it. But it sounds good, and I like that. I mean, I had to turn my headset down because I felt like I was in a real war almost. It was burning my ears, It sounded really good. And then My favorite pro that I'm going to throw on this list is the game has really, really good controls. A lot of times you'll hear like, oh, this game's clunky and the controls are bad or whatever. The controls are really, really good, I think, in this game. They're really fluid. I mean, with the bumpers being the armor abilities, it's easy to flip back and forth between the two. And then, you know, it gave you a tactical layout, but you can't go prone for some reason. I don't like that. I think you should be able to go prone. And yeah, so definitely like the controls and whatnot. And yeah, this video's over, but I still have, there's still more I want to talk about. So I'm going to keep talking. I'm going to put a picture at the end of this video or whatever, or leave the score up. I don't know. One more pro I wanted to throw out. When you get a kill streak, you actually have to go grab something. It's called a dog tag or whatever. And when you pick up that dog tag, it goes to your kill streaks. There's a perk that allows you to just get the dog tag right away, or get the kill streak rather. But I like that. I think it added an element of trying to make people not camp. It doesn't work, like I said, because there is a lot of camping. But I like that they tried to do that, and it's something new, and it was nice to see that. So yeah, getting back to the element of should you buy, should you rent, or should you just pass on this game altogether, I'm going to say buy it. It's a buy, but it's really close to a rent. That's what I'm going to say. It's something new. It's different. It takes a little bit of getting used to, but it's really, really fun. So I'm going to say buy it, pick it up, give it a try. If you don't like it, you know, I mean, you can always sell it back for $10 less than you bought it. So that's that. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you could, please click like if you did. If not, feel free to click dislike. As always, make sure to subscribe. And gimp out, guys. Peace.